Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here. Welcome back to another FIFA 18 career mode video on the channel. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe and like the video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Today we're bringing back the Future of Challenge series, and today we're taking on England in order to complete the Future of England Challenge series based on your guys' love and support. On the first episode with France, we're going to try complete the challenge with England. If you guys are unsure how the challenge goes and what the rules are, I'm going to tell you guys right now. So the Future of England Challenge objectives: number 1, use the best available wonder kids / young players in the first 11 as much as possible, win the 2018 or 2022 World Cup and or the 2020 Euros. And number 3, most importantly of all, simulate all games until the final of any tournament. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now that you guys are all caught up on the rules of the Future of England Challenge, it is now time to make our final selections for the FIFA 2018 World Cup in Russia, selecting some of the best young wonder kids for England. As you can see there, we took out Vardy and Sturridge because they are getting old, as well as Lallana, but we did keep some older players. Just keep in mind that they were in the reserves and were not played for a lot of it. So if you see some old players in the team, just know that they did not take part in any of the simulations, because a lot of our team is made up of really young players. As you can see there, I'll go through what players I did select. As you can see, I'm looking for a new striker there. As you can see, I do have the new Jadon Sancho and Tammy Abraham called up to the national team, as well as Lingard, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Wilshere, Dele Alli. He's still only 25, Wilshere, Ryan Sessegnon, Keane. A lot of really young players that are good for the team, as well as the young goalkeeper Jack Button. And you can see the formation we are going to play there: 4-2-4, sort of 4-4-2, different variation, but you can interpret it in any way you want, because we do have a very decent team here, as we do have Kane and Rashford up front, the two bright stars for England in the future, as well as his Tottenham compatriot Dele Alli and Ross Barkley in the middle of the park. On the wings we do have Lingard and Sterling. I do believe we put Oxlade-Chamberlain instead of Lingard later on, but we do have Jadon Sancho as well. Still got so much to grow in the future of this simulation as well. Klein will not play there, as you can see him there. He won't get a start. Wilshere, Sessegnon and Tom Heaton on the bench, as now there are no decent enough young English keepers. But later in the video, you'll see some more young English players get chosen in the national squad. As you can see there, all the reserves are pretty old and are not classified as young players / wonder kids, so they won't be playing any games. Hart, Smalling, Henderson and Walker. But you can see the bench there got a lot of young players, exempt from Tom Heaton, which is 31. But here is our World Cup 2018 draw. We do have Switzerland, Cameroon in the group stage, as well as our final game against Denmark in July. A very decent group there. We did get let off. We don't have a major team in our group, so we should be looking to finish top, because the other groups have Germany, Wales, Mexico and South Africa, host of the 2010 World Cup, France, Northern Ireland, China and Mohamed Salah's Egypt, Argentina, Portugal, Romania and Ivory Coast are in that mini group of death. Italy, Turkey, Chile and Hungary finish up Group A, and Spain, Uruguay, United States and Bulgaria are in Group B as well. So we did really get an easy group, as Belgium, Ireland, Saudi Arabia and Colombia, Brazil, Netherlands, Finland and Australia there. Of course, Australia getting probably one of the hardest groups. We did get let off with this group. We do have Switzerland, Cameroon and Denmark, as we face a lesser opposition. We do, as you can see there, put Oxlade-Chamberlain in instead of Lingard, but pretty much is the exact same starting lineup. We do have Dyer, Stones, Keane and Shaw at the back, as Rashford gets his World Cup debut goal in the 21st minute against Switzerland. They do have very decent players in Embolo, Xhaka, and Shah, Elvedi, Berkey at the back, Lichtsteiner, but Rashford gets a second in the 53rd minute as Dyer gets a yellow. But Jadon Sancho, the 17-year-old left winger from Borussia Dortmund, gets his debut goal in the World Cup. What an achievement. Probably one of the youngest players to score in the World Cup. I don't know if he's broken that record, but we did get a 3-0 victory against Switzerland. The perfect start to our World Cup campaign, and it's pretty much the real meaning of this Wonder Kids sort of Future of England series. All the young players getting goals there, really showing how England do have a bright future as we get off to a great start here with Barkley in the 32nd minute, getting his name on the score sheet with his first World Cup goal, and Abraham gets subbed on for Rashford, not really making an impact in this game against Cameroon, as Matip does get a yellow card there. We do head on into the final minutes of the game, and we do sneak away with a 1-0 victory, meaning that we do qualify for the next round. Doesn't matter what result we get against Denmark, we are through to the knockout stages of the FIFA World Cup, which was our main objectives, of course. As we go into our third and final game here against Denmark with a bit of a rotated squad. I will go in and change some of the players because they are feeling a bit tired, and we got to rest a few of them for just fitness reasons for the next round, because we know we're in the next round. We might as well play a few of the youngsters, as we did put in Ryan Sessegnon there at left back. We put in Sancho as a starter, and Tammy Abraham there getting a start as well. Lingard as well on the right hand side, but we've kept Ali in the middle as well. So you've got a few strong players and some players that are usually benched in the starting 11 as we start off against Denmark here. They do have a lot of decent players like that man Christian Eriksen. Rashford does get a goal back there, still in the starting 11 as we are 1-1 right now with Denmark. Kane comes on for Sancho, as well as Klein, but Kusk gets a goal for Denmark to make it 2-1, and Wilshere misses a penalty. I don't know who put him on penalties, but he's missed a penalty there, but it does not matter because we finish top of the group as England and Denmark go through to the next, the round of 16 of the 2018 World Cup, which we are ecstatic about, doing it with the young kids. As you can see, the round of 16 draw there, Italy, Uruguay, Belgium and the Netherlands. We did get Mexico there. Egypt and the Ivory Coast will be versing the winner of that if we do win against Mexico. And as you can see there on the right, a lot of very, very dangerous teams there that we did avoid somehow. I don't even know. We got the luckiest of draws. You saw all the big powerhouses of football on the right hand side, and we just completely avoided them. So thank God we did that. But we come into our round of 16 game against Mexico with our initial starting 11, but I don't know why I just didn't put Kane on. I must have missed it, but I do have Sancho, Rashford on, and Lingard. Wilshere and Tammy Abraham is still on, so it's still our rotated squad, but it doesn't matter because we did get a goal from Wilshere from the penalty spot. He did make up for his late, stuff up in the last game as Fabian gets a penalty there, but Kane does in fact get a goal in the exact same minute as Mexico scored. So we do go in 2-1 victors there as Kane comes on to make an impact, as our next quarterfinal game is against Ivory Coast. In the other games, England and Belgium, Spain versus Colombia, and a repeat of the 2014 final, Germany versus Argentina. It'll be very, very interesting from here on out because there are a lot of very, very good teams in this World Cup final stages, but we did get the easier of the bunch as we did get the Ivory Coast. No disrespect to them, they are a very, very decent nation, but not in comparison to like Germany or Argentina, something like that. But we get off to a perfect start as Keane probably got a goal from a header or a corner, something like that, to get us off to a 1-0 lead here. As the Ivory Coast does have a very, very decent team, as they have Bailly, Aurier, I don't know where Yaya Toure is, Doumbia, Zaha, Seri, Kesse, so very, very decent players. As we get our second goal here, Wilshere gets his second goal of the tournament. Fofana does get a consolation goal here for the Ivory Coast as he did come on. But we win 2-1 and we're through to the semi-finals with England of the 2018 World Cup in Russia. And you can see here, I'm putting on our actual starting 11. We won with our rotated squad against the Ivory Coast, but it doesn't get any bigger than this. The World Cup semi-final, our best team is out against Belgium. There's been a common threat in these Future of Challenge series because we did have a bit of a struggle with them, with France, as De Bruyne gets off scores against us in the 5th minute as Shaw gets a yellow, but Rashford gets us back into this game 1-1, and his Man United partner there, Lukaku, fires Belgium into the lead as Henderson comes on and misses a penalty. I don't know who put him on, but unfortunately we did end up losing that 3-2 as Mertens and Sterling gets 2 quick fire goals, but unfortunately we were outscored by Belgium 3-2, and they will end up versing Spain in the final of the World Cup. So now our only hope lies in the 2020 Euros in, I'm pretty sure it's England, or a lot of countries. Apparently the 2020 Euros will be in, one of them being England, so hopefully we might get a few England games in our times in the 2020 Euros. But first we have to sign the contract in order for us to qualify for the Euros, as we do have Euro qualification games that I just simmed through, and we automatically qualified because we just had a really decent team, and we weren't faced up against many, we just faced up against average teams, to be honest. But we do select our final European squad, as we've put in Ward-Prowse and Nathan Redmond, as they've grown a bit in this career mode, as well as Pickford and Butland are starting for that goalkeeper spot as well. So in the 2020 Euros, our group stage games will be against Poland, Hungary, and of course Belgium. Beginning to be a common thread, he beat us in the World Cup in 2018 through the semi-final, but we do get a decent group there. Switzerland, Spain, Portugal, and Denmark make up Group B. Group C is the Netherlands, Germany, Finland, and the Czech Republic. France, Slovenia, and Romania, and Wales do a Group D. So this European format isn't like the 2016 one, where there were more groups and the third best, team made it through. We just have 4 groups here of the Euros, not like the 2016 Euros. So the top 2 do go through, of course, but they are less finals. So you go straight to the quarterfinals, less, knockout games being played in the Euros, of course. But it makes it a bit easier for us, to win, as we get off to a great start against Poland here. Oxlade-Chamberlain getting a goal right before half-time in the 39th minute as Glick goes off with a knock. Oh no, he doesn't go off, he just has a knock. He's not going off, he's fighting through as Berahino comes on. We've introduced a few more players, as you guys will see, and Oxlade-Chamberlain does get an 87th minute goal there to let us win 2-0 there. In our next game against Hungary, we do go in with the exact same team. Ward-Prowse making one of his debuts as Ali in the 4th minute gets us a goal against the Hungarian. The Hungarians looking very decent. Jujusak in there did really do well in the 2016 Euros, but it's 4 years later in the 2020 Euros, and Saloy does get a goal for them, an equaliser in the 51st minute as Barkley comes on. And Jujusak comes off for Hungary. We're still 1-1 here with Hungary, and it will be the final result as Saloy and Ali get goals for both of their nations. As you can see, our starting lineup there, Ward-Prowse an 84 rated, which is really decent, taking over the reins of Wilshere and stuff like that. We do go in with a very decent team against Belgium because we need to win against the Belgians. We haven't won against them in this series so far. Even in the World Cup, we didn't even win against them. So it's going to be very difficult as Redmond makes his England debut, but Origi does get a goal in the 30th minute. Rashford and Meunier both getting yellow cards there, as we put on Sancho as well. So a very rotated squad, but it was 2-1 to Belgium. And in the quarterfinals, we do come up against one of the first powerhouses we have to face, Spain, as well as all the other games there. Switzerland making it through against Belgium, Germany versus Romania, and France up against the Netherlands. So some decent clashes there, but we certainly got one of the hardest ones, and is probably one of the first times that the draw has been unfavourable towards us, as we put out our strongest starting 11, putting Sterling and Oxlade-Chamberlain back in, as well as having Redmond and Berahino on the bench. So we do use the little calendar luck that we did have in the last episode of the challenge series, and we end up getting the win against Spain 2-1 through the calendar. And I only do that for the really hard teams that I don't think we'll beat with our team. So I put it through the calendar, and we did end up winning that 2-1. I don't know who scored. You can't find out who scored or anything, so I'm just going to assume that we played a decent game to beat Spain, one of the world champions there. But we come up in the Euros 2020 semi-final against France, as well as Belgium did beat Germany on penalties. You don't see that every day. Germans losing a penalty shootout doesn't happen that often, but Belgium are in the final. So we need to beat France in order to make it to the final and complete the challenge series. And if you guys didn't know, we did do a challenge series with France. It was the first episode of the Future of Challenge series. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. It is a great video. So yeah, check it out on the channel as we come up against them with England in the exact same series, as we do sub on Abraham, Berahino and Redmond to get some attack going for us in this 0-0 game. A very, very boring game, but Nathan Redmond comes on and sends England, his home nation, into the 2020 Euro final. What a goal in the 86th minute, came right on time, and we didn't have to go through extra time to sap all the energy out of our players. We got a goal right in the last minute, and I'm selecting the team for the big one, the final against Belgium, our little bogey team that we did lose to in the semi-final of the World Cup and in the group stage of this European Championship. But we do select that team with Ward-Prowse, Ali in the middle, you see Kane, Rashford up top, and I did put Sancho on the bench to come off and have a really, really big impact. But we'll get right into the game right now. So it is the 2020 Euro final at the Stadion Olympique against Belgium, one of our bogey teams, so it does give us the opportunity to get a victory against them in the most important game, as Lukaku comes through here with the right foot and just misses that one, puts it off target. But Butland had it covered all day as Kane tries to get something to happen. He moves away from the defenders and forces Courtois to make an absolutely great save there, as Origi is showing a lot of danger as he did score against us in the group stage here. Lukaku holds the ball up there, crosses it into Hazard. He puts it through to Meunier, their right back, and Butland gets right down to it, making a very, very crucial save as Oxlade-Chamberlain sprints down this wing, puts it through to Kane as Dele Alli gets a shot away, but just over the crossbar there. Both equally having a taxi, both teams getting into this game very well, and I have no idea how that wasn't a penalty. I was packing it there. I thought they were going to score there because the ref would have called a penalty, but he was nice and didn't call it. As we're making our way through here with Sterling, Harry Kane is on the end of it, and he puts a blasting shot past Courtois, finessing it right in the right top hand corner, as we get off to a 1-0 lead here against Belgium in the Euro final, and we make a great start to what will be an epic game as Courtois can't keep that one out. Kane places that so perfectly, no keeper would have saved that, and he's been one of our best players in this series as we move the ball so well in the box. Ward-Prowse got it to Chamberlain, but Courtois made another great save as Lukaku and Hazard are trying to make something happen here for Belgium on the attack. Sprints down the wing, trying to use his pace, gets right past, just passing it through our defense, and De Bruyne has a shot, but it goes just over, and we're very, very lucky there as we do get another chance here with Dele Alli. We put the ball through to Oxlade-Chamberlain. He goes for a finesse, but not the placement that Harry Kane put on it, and it goes straight to the keeper as we do sub on Barkley, I believe, for Ward-Prowse, and we do take off Kane for Tammy Abraham, I'm pretty sure. Kane or Rashford? Alright, we did sub off Rashford for Tammy Abraham, and we put on Jadon Sancho to make an impact for us in the final minutes. Hopefully we can get the goal that seals it in the last few minutes as Belgium making their way through, hits the post, and bloody Carrasco gets the rebound in the 78th minute. We were slacking a bit there, and our defense had a lapse in concentration. I'm still getting used to how to defend on this game, and they just outwitted our defense, took a shot, a lucky rebound, and Butland didn't even know what to do. He was just on the ground, didn't even know the ball was still in play. Sancho trying to make something happen here, slops it through to Abraham. Sterling gets a shot on, and it's 2-1 to England right off kickoff, using the little kickoff boost. I don't know, I always seem to score off kickoff somehow against the computer. But in the 80th minute, we reply with another goal as Tammy Abraham makes an instant impact, putting the ball through to Sterling, and he puts it right in the top left corner. What a quality player he is, and what a top finish. A goal worthy to be in any final game, as Belgium try to get another equaliser in the 83rd minute, putting it through to Toby Alderweireld, making it 2-2. They were on all-out attack. All their centre-backs pushed up, and my defence just had no idea what was going on. 2-2 in the 83rd minute. What a game this is turning out to be. It was very, very boring. Only 1-0. And then it's just turned to 2-2, sent us into extra time. Sterling's found some space, and you know what he's going to do. He's put that right into the back of the net to make it 3-2 in the 2020 Euro final. And he's going absolutely ballistic there as Kane put a lovely ball through. The Belgian defence was split open like the Red Sea, and we took advantage of it, putting the ball through there as we make another attack, trying to seal the deal here. Abraham, playing very, very decently, puts the ball over the top through to Sterling. He's trying to make some pace, slide tackle somehow, and Tammy Abraham has just scored the goal of his life and has put England 4-2 up in extra time. What a goal it was from Abraham. On the replay, you'll see such a great game he's having. He only came on late in the game, and he's already got a goal and assist to his name. What a player he is going to be in the future with the no look 360 just finish. I don't even know, he was an absolute screamer there. Just turned around, had a shot, hoped for the best, and 4-2 it is to England. But Belgium are still on the attack here late in the first half of extra time. Tielemans coming on, trying to make something happen as they put the ball out to Carrasco. He floats it in, and guess who's there? It's Romelu Lukaku for Belgium. Headers that one home to make it 4-3 to England still, but they do get a consolation goal. But they are on the attack in the second half of extra time, 110th minute. They're looking for something here, but Origi puts it over Butland. We do foul Hazard there, but they're still on the attack. They want this equaliser. They do want to go into penalties as Origi heads it, but squanders that chance as well. And we're looking to see this game out. 3-4. We're trying to get another goal here with Jadon Sancho, and he's putting the ball through here. Kane, and over the top to seal the deal here. Puts it over the top to Sterling. He's trying to get the 5th goal to make it 5-3. Floats it in to Jadon Sancho. He freaking nearly scored a goal, and he's still trying to get a goal to seal the deal as well. Jadon Sancho is making such dangerous runs as he beats Vertonghen, puts a floating ball in, and Barkley couldn't get the header where he wanted it and went straight to the keeper. As we continue on attacking, showing our dominance, Jadon Sancho absolutely tearing the Belgian defence a new one. But Lukaku's late goal does not matter, and we end up being victors 4-3 over our bogey team, Belgium. And we do end up avenging our losses in the group stage. And in the 2018 World Cup semi-final, we do end up beating them in the 2020 European Championship final, therefore completing the Future of England Challenge series. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, one of my longest ever videos. Hopefully you guys smack a like on it. If you did enjoy, subscribe for more FIFA 18 career mode content. And I'll leave you guys with the 2020 Euro final celebrations with the future of England.